Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm making a third video today because I don't play as much Warframe anymore. So I have a lot of free time on my hands, and I've been watching a lot of videos, doing a lot of research, finding good picks, researching companies, keeping it in the back of my mind. But anyways, in this video we're gonna be talking about Zenabis and Fire and Flower. Both of them had some really big news. So Zenabis is going to be merging with Hexo. I do have the article up here. According to this, all the Zenabis issued and outstanding common shares and all share transaction valued at approximately $235 million under the terms of agreement. Zenabis shareholders receive 0.17772 of Hexo common shares in exchange for each Zenabis common share held. The exchange ratio implies a premium per share of approximately 19% based on a 20-day volume weighted average price. Zenabis common shares. So basically, you would so if you had 10 shares of Zenabis, you would get probably like 2 shares of Hexo approximately. So every 5 shares of Zenabis you get approximately, what I would say, 6 shares. Every 6 shares of Zenabis you get 1 Hexo share. And in my opinion, Zenabis is now linked to Hexo, but it may not trade the same. Hexo might go up and Zenabis might stay down there, but in my opinion it should trade the same. So if Hexo continues to run higher, I think Zenabis will move with Hexo, but I don't know for sure. I mean, the market is based on how people trade. So if people push up Hexo and they decide not to push up Zenabis, Zenabis might just stay at 17.5 cents, or it could even go lower. I don't know what the market is going to do with Zenabis. I really don't think retail investors control the market. I don't think retail investors will. Yeah, I just honestly don't think retail investors will control the market. I mean, yeah, if all the retail investors gather together and they decide to buy Zenabis, yeah, sure, they can push up the price, but I just don't see that happening. Could be wrong. But because there's just too many companies out there, and it's just hard for retail investors to just like concentrate it all into one stock. So I really think that big money moves the stock market. If big money wants to pump Zenabis, he'll pump Zenabis. It's that simple at the end of the day, in my opinion anyway. So we'll see what happens, but it's good news for people who hold Zenabis. Yeah, even though if you bought it at a loss, I mean, that sucks for you, but that's life, right? That's life. But anyways, moving forward, so Fire and Flower also had some really big news, and I really like this news simply because if Fire and Flower gets onto the NASDAQ, I'm pretty sure High Tide will get onto the NASDAQ, and yeah, investors seem to really like this news, and I kind of missed the boat on this one. I wish I bought some, but well, too late. But pretty big news. Fire and Flower is up 18 cents today, 14.28%. I think that if Fire and Flower continues to be pushed up to the upside, I think High Tide will be pushed up with Fire and Flower. So we'll see what happens. But if I almost guarantee you, if Fire and Flower goes to $2, High Tide would probably go to like $1.20, $1.30, $1.40, in my opinion only. But only time will tell what will happen. But I think Fire and Flower is gonna. I have a 0 position in Fire and Flower. I do not plan to buy any Fire and Flower. If it crashes, if like tomorrow comes along and it crashes to like $1, I'll buy some. But I'm not buying Fire and Flower at these prices. But I still think that Fire and Flower will continue to move to the upside. I think Fire and Flower will hit $2 in the short term, and they will go higher. In my opinion only. We'll see what happens. The Fire and Flower does look extremely bullish right now. It probably pull back a little bit tomorrow, but I think that it will continue to move up higher and higher and higher and higher. And I don't think retail investors are the one that's pushing it up. My opinion only. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe retail investors are the one that's pushing this. I think big money is the one that's pushing the stock price up. And I also believe that it's the same thing with my beliefs with high tide. Retail investors don't control high tide stock. Period. You are gambling that big money will continue to push up high tide stock if you are invested into this company. That's what I really think. But my opinion, not financial advice. I could be 100% wrong, and it totally could be big money, retail investors pushing up high tide stock. But only time will tell. Not time will tell. Nobody really knows the truth at the end of the day. So, yeah. Anyways, Men stock is, kind of just trading sideways today. Hexo is, if Hexo moves up, I think Fire and Flower will move up. And I'll be honest with you, I think Hexo is a little undervalued. Not because, not because, I like the company, I dislike the company. I just think they're undervalued if you compare them to the rest of the sector, the rest of the MJ sector. And at the end of the day, big money is the ones that determine where this stock price goes, not retail investors. Because if you look at sundial growers and people say that, oh, Wall Street Bets is pushing up sundial growers, bullshit. I really don't think so. I think that's a bunch of bull. I don't think that Reddit community is pushing up sundials. I think the Reddit community is an excuse for Sundial to be a $3.3 billion market cap company. I think big money is manipulating the stock, and they're using Wall Street Bets as an excuse to push the stock price up higher. Sure, Wall Street Bets might help bring the stock price up, but I just don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that Hexo deserves I wouldn't be surprised to see Hexo at like $16 because like $2 billion market cap. Not high far-fetched compared to Sundial with $3.3 billion market cap. So, only time will tell. I do have some call options on Hexo. So, we'll see what happens. But, I think Hexo is heading higher. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll crash tomorrow. Who knows? At the end of the day, big money controls the stock market. They will determine which direction Hexo stock will trade. TAT. TAT is up right now. I think TAT is a mixture of retail investors and big money. But if TAT moves higher and higher and higher, it's not because of retail investors, in my opinion. So SOS Limited, a little bit of a pullback. I hope that this thing crashes tomorrow. It is overbought, so I'm hoping for a massive pullback so I can buy in. But it could just keep running. Who knows? We'll see. ACB will get pumped with... If Hexo keeps going up, ACB will keep going up. So, we'll see where big money pushes that. Village Farms. Village Farms is a prime example of big money pushing up stocks because, let's be honest, there's no retail, there's nobody making videos on Village Farms except for me, and I really don't and yet Village Farms continue to move up higher, and whenever I make a Village Farm video, it doesn't really do that well anyways. I definitely think that there's retail investors in Village Farms, but I just don't think Village Farms is being moved by retail investors, because retail investors buy the stock once or maybe twice, and then they just sit there. They just let it sit there. Who is consistently moving it to the green every day and the red every day? There's the market maker. That's true, but market makers are supposed to be neutral. They're supposed to keep the liquidity. They don't push stocks up. They keep it moving back and forth so people can trade the stock. They don't have any bias of where the stock price goes. But again, I'm not an expert on this stuff, right? You wanna, if you want to find out, maybe talk to a financial advisor. Be like, why do stocks go up? And why do stocks go down? They'll probably say, oh, because people buy, it goes up. Because people sell, it goes down. Well, yeah, rich people. no, not retail investors. Not people that have like $100,000. People who have millions and billions of dollars are the ones that moves the stock, or hedge funds. So, Bitcoin right now is Canadian. Why is it Canadian? I don't know. Whatever. SOS. I already talked about that. Clover Health Investment. I think that there's a possibility that this could go down even lower. Could be wrong. We'll see. Yeah. Anyways, that's all for my video. I think it's been at least 10 minutes. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.